Welcome back, everybody, to our Breezy birthday special for Michelle Batton 2022 edition, as well as our October 2022 special. We're going to stay on the Super Nintendo and play Jeopardy Deluxe Edition. Let's see how we do. We played the first edition and won $25,000.
Jeopardy!
Rob and Jenny are my opponents today. Here we go.
Here are the categories.
We have money, 5-letter words, nights, 1982, boy oh boy, notice boy in quotation marks, and finally, names the same. I feel okay about these categories. I'll start with boy oh boy for 100.
The answer is...
Answer. Former lead singer of Culture Club, he rejuvenated his career with the Crying Game. Who is Boy George? Boy oh boy, 200.
The answer is...
This organization for training boys and young men was founded in England in 1908. What is the... What is the Boy Scouts? Okay. Boy oh boy for 300.
The answer is...
This term, meaning to refrain from buying from, comes from the name of an Irish land agent. What is boycott? Boy oh boy for 400.
The answer is...
A prickly bramble hybridized from the loganberry, blackberry, and raspberry. What's a boysenberry? Boy oh boy for 500.
The answer is...
A nursery rhyme tells them, come blow your horn. Who's Little Boy Blue? Okay, $1,500. We ran the category. I'll go with 5-letter words for 100.
The answer is...
Last name of J.L., who arrived in Chicago in 1903, rented a horse and wagon, and began selling cheese. Who is Kraft? Five-letter words for 200.
The answer is...
It can refer to beasts of burden, a bank check, a wind current, or military conscription. What is a draft? What is draft, I mean? 5-letter words for 300.
The answer is...
The name of this black detective, played by Richard Roundtree, describes what he did to his enemies. Who is Shaft?
The answer is...
This word is commonly associated with dermatological surgery and corrupt politicians. What is graft? Yeah. 5-letter words for 500.
The answer is...
Deceitfulness, or a trade requiring special skill. What is craft with a C? $3,000, just like that. I'll take knights for 100.
The answer is...
The Truce of God in the early 11th century prohibited fighting on this day of the week. What is Sunday? Knights for 200.
The answer is.
Okay. Knights use this heavy club with a spiked or flamed metal head to crush an opponent's armor. What's mace? What is a mace, I should say? Knights for 300.
The answer is.
A lot of money right now. The era of knights is often called this, after a French word meaning horse soldiery. What is chivalry? That's wrong? It's not chivalry. Oh, it's the age of chivalry. I had to put the age of. I had to put age of before that. Oh well. That's okay. That's okay. Shake it off. Money for 100.
The answer is.
Term for paper currency issued for temporary use in an emergency. What is script? Oh, good. Money 200, please.
The answer is.
It's the term used for money that must be accepted for all debts, public and private. What is legal tender? Money for 300.
The answer is.
U.S. paper currency has fibers of these two colors running through it. What are blue and white? No, those are the wrong colors. Oh, silly. Blue was right, but the other one was red. Oh well. Not worried, we're gonna keep going.
The answer is.
Knights sometimes use this heavy beam to smash down castle walls and gates. What is a battering ram? Knights for 500.
The answer is.
Sancho Panza was one of these, a knight's personal valet. What is a squire? Yeah. Money for 400, please.
The answer is.
A gold piece of this denomination was called the double eagle. What is $20?
The answer is.
Landmark pictured on the back of a $5 bill. What's the Lincoln Memorial? And I got that one right. That's 4,800. We have 2 categories left. Let's have names the same 100.
The answer is.
Answer there. Author of the Book of the Sword in 1884, or Welsh-born actor whose last film was 1984, was Richard Burton. Oh, phooey. Okay. Name's the same for 200.
The answer is.
A dependent country in the tropics, or a store chain selling clothes to wear in the tropics. What is Banana Republic? take name the same for 300.
The answer is.
Actor who has opposite many lovelies in silent films, or actor who has worked solo. Han Solo. Who's Harrison Ford? Name the same for 400.
The answer is.
A 1959 top 10 hit by the Crests, or a 1984 film starring Molly Ringwald. What is 16 Candles? And name the same for 500, please.
The answer is.
Not there. It's in 1982. English poet who wrote Love Is Enough, or founder of a theatrical agency named for himself. Not gonna try. William Morris. Alright. So we know Daily Doubles, the Daily Doubles in 1982. Is it in the $100 clue?
The answer is.
Alright. After 11 months of internment by the Polish government, this Solidarity leader went home in November. Who is Lech Walesa? Will they take it with the N, or will they not take it with the N? They will, okay? 200.
The answer is.
Not there. By the time he died in 1982, he'd been the top Soviet leader longer than anyone except Stalin. I'm just gonna take a guess and say who was Khrushchev. It's not Nikita Khrushchev. No. Oh, Leonid Brezhnev. Alright. Alright, 300. Is it there?
The answer is.
Nope. Richard Attenborough won the Best Director Oscar for this Best Picture of 1982. What is Gandhi? Uh, 400. There it is. I'm gonna do 4,000. Put me at $10,000 if I get this right. Central High School in this city was made a national landmark in memory of events there in 1957. It was Little Rock. $10,000, not a last clue.
The answer is.
On July 1st in Madison Square Garden, 2,075 couples were wed in a ceremony led by this clergyman, who is Reverend Sung Myung Moon. So I have $10,500. Jenny has 800. Rob 500. So he's going first in level 2.
Here are the categories.
For Double Jeopardy, we have theater, New England, British royalty, TV characters, reference books, and we're going to close it out with famous folks. Alright, we'll leave them as they are. TV characters, 200. Good place to start.
The answer is.
Two of the best-known characters on her CBS show were Eunice Higgins and Mrs. Wiggins. Who's Carol Burnett? TV characters for 400.
The answer is.
50s TV family who lived in New York City for 3 seasons, LA for 1, and finally ended up in Connecticut. Who are the Ricardos? TV characters for 600. I'm gonna make it a true daily double. On Soap, he was butler to the Tate family, and on his own show, he did the same for Governor Gene Gatling. Who is Benson? TV characters for 800.
The answer is.
Every show began with a murder that was neatly solved by this sloppy detective. Who's Columbo? TV characters 1,000.
The answer is.
When Making the Grade failed in 1982, George Wendt went on to play Norm in this series. What is Cheers? $24,000 is where we stand right now. I'm going to take British royalty for 200.
The answer is.
Out. When George VI became King of England, she was second in line to the throne. Take fun now. Princess Margaret. All right.
The answer is.
Staying with it. Settled in the mid-1700s, Charlotte, North Carolina was named for the German wife of this King of England. Again, heck fun now. Oh, okay. Over to theater for 200.
The answer is.
She co-starred with Woody Allen in both the stage and film versions of Play It Again, Sam. Who's Diane Keaton? Theater for 400.
The answer is.
This Beatle, known for his sketches, inspired a sketch for Old Calcutta. Who's John Lennon? Theater for 600.
The answer is.
The title of this Lorraine Hansberry play comes from a poem by Langston Hughes. What is a raisin in the sun? Theater for 800.
The answer is.
David Carradine was the first to star in a Follies about this American humorist. Who is Will Rogers? Theater for 1,000.
The answer is.
Answer there. In Polly, the sequel is John Gay work, McKeith becomes a pirate. Oh, the Beggar's Opera. Few clues left. Over to New England for 200. All right.
The answer is.
It's the largest city in New England. What is Boston? New England for 400.
The answer is.
Newport was a co-capital of this state from 1854 to 1900. What is Rhode Island? New England for 600.
The answer is.
It's the only New England state without a seacoast on the Atlantic Ocean. What's Vermont? New England for 800, please.
The answer is.
On landing near Cape Cod in April 1614, this founder of Virginia gave New England its name. Who was... I'll just say who was, Captain John Smith. Yep. New England for 1,000.
The answer is.
When the British tried to take back Connecticut's charter, it was hidden in this type of tree. What is an oak? Yeah. Ran the category. Let's go back to British royalty for 600.
The answer is.
This prince, a skilled organist, composed an anthem sung at his wife's jubilee. Oh no! Uh-oh. Prince Albert, yeah. Now I have to clean this up. No, it's okay. It's okay. Chip off. Okay.
The answer is.
Alright. The word for this type of book came from the Greek for circle of learning. What is an encyclopedia? Reference books for 400.
The answer is.
The New York Times and the Associated Press said this type of reference books so that grammar and usage are consistent. What is a glossary? It's not a glossary. Aww. Oh, silly. No. It is a style book. Okay. Alright, back to British royalty.
The answer is.
Controversial last Yorkist king. He died on the field of battle August 22nd, 1485. Richard III.
The answer is.
The oldest firm of its kind in the U.S., this company first issued its first map in 1872. What is Rand McNally? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, phooey. There we go. Let's have reference books for 800, please.
The answer is.
All doctors in the U.S. get a free copy of the PDR, this book of pharmaceutical information. The physician's desk reference.
The answer is.
Published annually since J. Pulitzer revived it in 1886, it says it does not decide wagers. The World Almanac. Alright. Famous Folks, 200. Alright.
The answer is.
His real name was Eric Hilliard Nelson. Hilliard was his mother's stage name. Who is Ricky Nelson? There we go. Famous Folks 400. Here's the other Daily Double. feel good about this. I'll go all in. Most of the songs she sang on her Broadway album were written by Stephen Sondheim. Who's Barbara Streisand?
The answer is.
Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis was an editor of this singer's autobiography, Moonwalk. Who's Michael Jackson?
The answer is.
Star of Witness and Top Gun, who now owns a restaurant in Key West, Florida. Is it Kelly McGillis or McGinnis? I think it's McGillis, so I'll just go with Kelly McGillis. And I got it right that time. Yay me.
The answer is.
Stedman Graham is her steady boyfriend. Who is Oprah Winfrey? Now the last clue.
The answer is.
This tragic queen's third husband was James Hepburn, and Kate Hepburn played her in a 1936 film. I'll give this one to Jenny. Mary Stewart. So she ends up with $4,000. Rob has $3,100, and I'm out front with $61,600. The category is Holland. Okay, I feel good about Holland. I'll do $38,399. In Holland, he's known as Sinterklaas, who is Santa Claus. And I'm going to see you all for another game right after this break. We'll be right back.
The final Jeopardy answer is.